As Cities Fall are a metalcore / post-hardcore band from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I'm here today to review their EP entitled Concepts of a Crazyman. As Cities Fall are an awesome up-and-coming band. They've only been around for a few years, but in their short time as a band, they've opened for many amazing and huge acts in the scene right now. Some of the bands include Asking Alexandria, Black Veil Brides, Miss May I, Suicide Silence, Chiodos, and endless others. Late in 2012, the band dropped their EP entitled Concepts of a Crazyman. But it's an interesting album to say the least. It only has 5 tracks, but most songs are lengthy, but enjoyable. It starts off with Believers Never Die. It's the shortest track on the EP, but it's really enjoyable. The song starts off with a woman kind of talking about something. You have to pay attention to it, but it's a cool start to the song. And it kicks in with this awesome little instrumental with this cool little drum solo and just goes right into it. Has a really catchy first verse, and the chorus is just super catchy. It's awesome. Overall, it's just a super enjoyable song. Next is the title track, Concept of a Crazyman. Now, this is the longest song on the EP. It's 6 minutes plus, but it's a great mix of clean and unclean vocals, great guitar work, and overall, just another great song. The EP continues with some great tracks, the next up being Everything I Once Loved. Now, this is kind of like the last song, really interesting, it's lengthy, but good with some clean and unclean vocals, and it's a good song. The song I really want to talk about is actually track 4. Now, this is called Fabric of the Cosmos. Now, this is where the album changes up a bit. It's a slower song, more acoustic-like, and it's cool to see a change because the first 3 songs were more upbeat and fast-paced, with breakdowns, and they were heavy. But this is where it changes up, really good. It's all cleans, and it's slower acoustic guitar, really good song, and overall it has a great structure, and it's a great change on just a short EP. It's really cool to see. Playground Fistfight is the last song on this EP. Now, at the start of it, it feels like a continuation of the last song, with the acoustic feel kind of slower, but then after about a minute in the song, it really picks up with this cool instrumental and a great screaming verse, and it feels different than most other songs. Actually, it feels different from all songs on this EP. It feels more like pop punkish to me. The way the instrumentals are overall, it feels like they're trying to do a bit of pop punk mixed in with a metalcore, post-hardcore sound. So it's like everything is mixed up in this one song that's been on the EP thus far, and it's really interesting to see, and it's really a good way to end the EP. Alright, so on to my thoughts. Now, I will say this EP is very interesting, and I really liked it for the fact that for the first time in a long time, I feel like it's like the first time I listen to music. I listen to bands like Silverstein or Senses Fail for the first time, and it's how I got into them, with that sound that's just really unique and really sticks out to me. And I don't know, it's kind of the way this band sounds instrumentally that really caught me onto them. I was like, whoa, this is really good. And it kept me listening, and it was really awesome. I enjoyed it. Now, the really cool thing about this is it's a concept EP. So first off, I'll say, if you listen to the girl talking at the first song, it kind of leads into what the concept is kind of about. So you listen to that, and you go through the album, and you pay attention to make sure what it's about. Now, I will say, it's a concept, and basically it's about every different emotion. Basically, it starts off with pride and knowledge, disappointment in yourself, calm and anger, and then finally come to terms and acceptance in yourself. It's really a great and cool concept. I really dug it, and overall, the concept being, overall as a one, it's the internal struggle for one to become comfortable with who you are. And I think it's really cool and awesome to see, and just a short EP of a cool concept, and how someone can deal with a struggle or a problem, and then just kind of fix it. It's really cool. So if you listen to it a few times, you can really pick up on the concept, and again, it's just really awesome. I'm going to give this EP a 9.5 out of 10. Amazing EP, really enjoyable. You can get it on iTunes. I'll link that down below, along with the band's Facebook page. They have 2, I think, so you can go like both of them. Actually, like one, add one as a friend. I'll link it down below so you can check it out. I will say, I mentioned it earlier, that if you like bands like Silverstein or Senses Fail or The Devil Wears Prada, I think you will definitely dig this band, so they're worth checking out. That about wraps up another episode, guys. Let me know what you think about As Cities Fall down below. Tell me if you dug them, if you're checking them out and buying the EP. And that about does it here, guys, so I'll see you next time when we're searching for gold.